The theory of relativity, E equals mc squared, the photoelectric effect. All of these amazing discoveries can be attributed to Albert Einstein, one of the most famous scientists of all time. Hearing the name Albert Einstein nowadays isn't much of a shocker, since we all know him for his amazing and famous discoveries. Despite being a world-renowned scientist, though, Einstein had to overcome hardships in school since he really wasn't the best student. And to add on to that, Einstein also had to overcome hardships in the scientific field as well. And, well, we obviously know him for his groundbreaking work. As I said, Albert Einstein wasn't the best student. In fact, he had a horrible reputation as one. Yes, we are still talking about the same Albert Einstein. Even though Einstein graduated from the renowned Swiss Polytechnic Institute at the age of 21, with exceptional grades in physics and mathematics, Einstein had a tough time making it in the real world. After graduating, Einstein had to work many jobs just to sustain himself. He even sold life insurance. Just think about it. The world-renowned scientist and Nobel Prize winner selling you life insurance. However, one of Einstein's biggest hardships during his early life came from when his father died, believing that his son was a complete failure. This obviously left Einstein heartbroken. Despite these horrible hardships, though, Einstein would go on to work in a patent office, which he actually loved, and make his groundbreaking discoveries. As if dealing with hardships at a young age isn't enough, Einstein also faced hardships in the workplace. Einstein's work completely changed the way physicists think about light, gravity, and space. Einstein argued that light can bend, which obviously made physicists think he was crazy. However, Einstein had to pay a steep price for his amazing work. He had to divorce his wife, which in turn made him lose his children. Oh, that's horrible. This left Einstein isolated in his work. But he turned this heartbreak and channeled it into his work. He remained convinced that his work was correct, despite fellow physicists, and was determined to convince them that his work was correct. But if this wasn't enough, Einstein became mentally and physically ill. The innumerable amount of stress took a toll on his health. And to make these matters even worse, World War II broke out. With Einstein being a German Jew, Einstein had to flee Germany and go to America. This made his work and safety at risk. In 1940, Einstein became an American citizen. This would mark the ending of a great story. Einstein would go on to, with evidence of his discoveries, Einstein would go on to prove the scientific community wrong with his unstoppable perseverance and his iron will. As I am sure you know, Albert Einstein is attributed with many famous discoveries. His most famous discoveries and works were the special theory of relativity, the Brownian motion, the photoelectric effect, and the mass energy equivalence. In 1915, Einstein completed his general theory of relativity and brought the world a fuller understanding of the interaction of space, time, and gravity. However, Einstein's most prominent achievement, though, came in 1921, when he won the Nobel Prize in Physics for his services to theoretical physics. That's pretty amazing to be able to win a Nobel Prize. Albert Einstein is the embodiment of genius and is by far one of the most important scientists ever known. His theories and discoveries have profoundly affected the way people think, people view, and understand the world around them. His hardships in his young and adult life show us that he is a story of true determinism. No matter how hard or how many times life kicked Einstein down, he came up with a huge kick.